Hey guys, we are back with The Last of Us. We're on episode 7. It is called Left Behind, which is not a very nice title to throw at me given how the last episode ended, but I think I'm gonna keep my cool and not think the worst yet. But the last episode ended with Joel being, what's the word? Stabbed, I guess. They had gone to the Colorado University. It's abandoned. There's only monkeys there now, which I'm waiting for those monkeys to turn on us. I don't trust the monkeys. No, but when they were at the university, they got confronted with a group of raiders. There was like 3 of them, I believe, and thank God they did not have guns, and Joel and Ellie almost got away scot-free. But no, there was a physical altercation between Joel and one of the raiders, and he ended up getting stabbed with like a broken wooden bat, I think. So bad that not too soon after, they were on the train tracks headed to Salt Lake City, Utah now, because they saw some documents in Colorado that led them to believe that these Firefly doctors moved camp to Salt Lake City. I don't know why. I'm a little nervous about that. But Joel has collapsed from his injury on the train tracks, and Ellie is kind of freaking out, and she's scared because it's Joel and there's a connection there between them at this point. It's very father-daughter, even though they don't say it is, but it is. They're very protective of each other. She needs him. She relies on him a lot. She trusts him. She trusts that he won't leave her, even though he kind of tried to, but in the end he pulled through and said she got the choice. So I think that shows a lot to her. And yeah, she's just freaking out because she's got to get to Salt Lake City, Utah, and in her words, save the world. But she doesn't know how to get there. She can't do this without Joel. Like physically, I don't think she can do this without Joel. But then also, obviously, she's freaking out because she does have an emotional connection with him at this point, and she wants him to just be better and be okay. And it's so weird to see Joel like this, I think, because he seems just so untouchable for some reason. Maybe because he has been through so much. He's been there since day 1 of this apocalypse. So, and that was in 2003, right? He's had people along the way, but in the end, you know, despite what has happened to the others, he has always prevailed, and he's just a strong guy. So it's weird to see him in this moment of weakness, and I really hope that Ellie will be able to do something to at least get him from point A to point B to get proper help. You know, they're headed to doctors, so hopefully she can somehow make it to Salt Lake City and the doctors can fix him up, but I don't know how close they are. So I am excited to get into this episode to see where we go from here. As much as I don't know if I trust the Fireflies or not and what their intentions are with Ellie once she gets to them, it's better than just being stranded in a desert bleeding out. So I'm hoping that we get there today in this episode. Before we get into the episode, I do want to send a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon. I do have a Patreon open for anyone who would like to support me over there, just because monetization is not the strongest on a reaction channel, and we've been doing some bonus content over there that I've had a lot of fun filming, some bonus reactions, and I just really appreciate everybody who is supporting my Patreon. It's a really, really, really big help, and I'm so thankful. So without further ado, let's get into season 1, episode 7, called Left Behind, don't play with me, of The Last of Us. Oh man, is that Joel's blood? You're not telling me that's Joel's blood. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Fuck. Leave.
Shut up, Joe.
Take the gun.
Joe, shut the fuck up!
Go.
She's not gonna do that. You better not. She's not. Okay, so you're telling me I have to take the... Was that a tear? I'm sorry, I might have missed that. Let me go back. He has a tear. Don't leave him behind. No, I don't want to take the title of this episode seriously. I didn't think it would be that serious. She really left him behind?
You don't fight, just your friend fights. She's not here anymore, is she?
I would be cool with a whole episode of her backstory here.
Bethany started it.
Well, Bethany's in the infirmary with 15 stitches.
Good.
Okay.
Just put me in the fucking hole.
You swallow this pride of yours. You follow the rules, you become an officer. I care because no matter what anyone out there says or thinks, we're the only thing holding this all together. If we go down, the people in this zone will starve or murder each other. That much I know.
Can I have my Walkman back?
You better give it back. Is she about to be kidnapped? Or is this someone she knows and they're just trying to freak us out right now?
Ow. Riley, where have you been? What the fuck is wrong with you sneaking up on me like that?
It was a joke.
Riley isn't
I
dead?
thought it would work better. I joined the Fireflies.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not in the mood for this, Riley.
Can you join the Fireflies? What are you, 13, 14?
You're a firefly? Jesus. So where are we going?
Secret. Trust me.
Not that fucking stupid, are they? Look at how that water trickles down those rusty mailboxes. This really is the best night of my life.
See?
Oh, shit.
The heck?
Is he dead?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that close. You can see it coming out of his nose.
Disgusting. I think you knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Can I hold your gun?
What is it with her and guns?
Give me your gun.
All right, fine.
Don't do anything stupid, Ellie. Is this her first time holding one?
It's heavy.
Apparently.
One night, you were in the hole. I got bored, so I snuck out. And this chick popped out of nowhere.
Chick like our age?
No, like 40
Marlene.
or 50. Whatever, anyways, old. She said she was impressed watching me sneak around. We're on a mission here.
Okay, Spider-Man. One wrong step.
One, it's okay you don't know everything.
Oh,
Agree to
come
disagree.
on.
And two, we're here.
She's gonna hit the lights and this place is gonna light up. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun to go into all the stores.
No way. Electric stairs? No way. Check me out, man.
Oh. I never really thought about the idea of abandoned mannequins. It's pretty creepy.
I mean, I don't get why people back then wanted all this stuff.
Do you need me to explain it to you?
Haha, no, I know why. It just looks uncomfortable.
Yep. What?
Nothing, I was just trying to imagine you wearing that.
Shut up.
All right.
Oh, Ellie. That's awesome. Can it go? That's so cool. I love that. I've never been on one of these at night. Never been on one. I haven't been on one in a long time. There was one at the zoo when I was little. Or I guess the fair. But there was always during the day. They just look so much cooler at night. I want to go on one at night. Now I'm realizing what she's from. Oh my god, is she from Euphoria? Is that Rue's little sister from Euphoria? This girl? She looked so familiar. Now I gotta look it up. Give me a minute. It is her. Storm Reed. Took me long enough. Oh my goodness.
Did you really leave because you actually think you could liberate this place?
Don't say it like it's some type of fantasy, Ellie.
If you come back, I mean, we're like the future. You know, we could make things better.
You know, you're the one thing I miss from that fucking place. I came prepared.
Have you done this before?
No, idiot, I was waiting to do it with you. Bunny ears?
Wait.
I hate these. I'm so awkward in these.
Back to back? Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That one's not bad.
If you like it, it's yours.
Oh, she better still have that. Where would you keep it though? I would never leave. Never leave.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Be like, okay, I live here now.
You asshole.
Yeah, I'm the same asshole that spent an hour yesterday breaking this fucker open. Oh my. You ready?
Oh my gosh! She had that poster in her room. Oh my goodness.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
God, it's looking like Vecna.
Ta-da! Volume 2.
Shut up!
Oh.
You made a second one? Where did you get that?
I love that we're getting this backstory where she got this book.
How does a computer get drunk? It takes screenshots.
What are screenshots?
I don't actually know.
Okay, give me.
Did you make these?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Ellie, put it down. We would never use them on you or anywhere ever near you. I would never let them do that.
Right, and you think they're gonna listen to you?
Exactly.
Ellie, I'm leaving.
Where?
They're sending me to a post in the Atlantic QC.
Why did you bring me here?
Because I wanted to see you.
And?
And I wanted to say goodbye.
She's going back.
Riley!
Oh my God.
What
Oh
the
my God.
fuck?
Oh my God. Stop.
Surprise.
Not funny. Not with the knowledge I have.
I think that you don't know everything.
Okay. Yeah. No one does.
You don't know what it was like to have a family, to belong.
She never had a family?
Maybe the Fireflies aren't what I think they are, but they chose me. I matter to them.
You matter to Ellie, too.
You matter to me first.
One last thing.
I can't enjoy any of this because I know the infected is going to come for them. Is this when they kiss? Okay, we're about to know how Riley feels now.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Okay.
What do we do now?
We're gonna figure it out.
Oh, wow. Oh, I let my defense down, my guard down for a second. That's a fast one.
Holy shit! No!
Oh, trying to wipe it away, like in panic. No, and Riley got bit too. Are they gonna like just stick it out together down here and Riley's gonna die and Ellie's just gonna be like, why am I not turning into infected? Now we're going back to this? I'm not ready to go back to this now. I want to see what happened. That's right, Ellie. You're staying with Joel. I knew she would.
We could just be all poetic and shit and lose our minds together. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh, that's what she got. Oh man. Homemade stitches. Oh. Does that mean we're not gonna... Okay. Does that mean we're not gonna see... No, we'll see more of the flashback. Because we gotta see... I'm guessing based on where the flashback ended, what happens from there is they waited out together and... that's... Oh god. Okay, a lot of things are happening in my mind right now because I'm thinking about what's going to keep happening with this flashback. I remember earlier in the season, Ellie said something to Joel along the lines of her saying that she has hurt or killed someone before. And if that someone was Riley, but it might be because if they're deciding that they were going to wait this out together and become infected together until, like, you know, they took over them, obviously Ellie is never going to become infected, and Riley is. So Ellie is going to be there and see Riley become infected, and she's probably going to have to at least hurt her really bad to, like, get away from her. Maybe probably kill her because she's infected. Like, you have to, even if she's not her anymore, you know? That's my theory, is that she had to kill Riley. And then I'm guessing Riley had communication with Marlene directly, and like the Fireflies in general, over a walkie-talkie of some sort. And I'm guessing that Ellie is going to be the one to answer like that communication. She's going to get in touch with Marlene through this connection with Riley, with Riley's like communication equipment, and she's going to explain to Marlene what happened and how she has not been infected yet, and that is going to trigger Marlene, you know, trying to figure out what's up with her, and leading up to where we started with the series. But wow, if that's going where I think it's going, and Ellie had to kill Riley, that is rough. That's rough. And I wonder if she did, because obviously Ellie was considering leaving Joel when Joel told her to, and to go back to Tommy, for Tommy to take her to Salt Lake City instead. And she almost did, but then I assumed that this flashback we saw was like her, she was thinking of that, you know, like present day Ellie was thinking of what happened with Riley. And so I'm trying to make the connection. I wonder if what got her to go back to Joel was if she had to kill Riley and she feels responsible in any way for what happened to Riley. I wonder if she, thinking of that memory, left her unable to leave Joel, because even though with Riley it wasn't technically her fault, and with Joel, if she left him and he died like that, it wouldn't technically be her fault. But I think that she does carry that around, and she feels like a responsibility to protect the people that she loves or cares for, or whatever it is. And she has definitely passed that threshold with Joel, and she's like, okay, I couldn't save Riley, who knows what else she saw. This is just a part of her past that we saw, but she's like, what I can do is save Joel. I can try to save Joel, and we can maybe get through this together. And honestly, too, in the whole I'm not going to give up mind frame, that's exactly what Riley told her toward the end there, like in her little speech about going through the options of what they could do. She said, you know, we could just stay like this and fight it out and live and just not give up, and not give up like these last seconds, minutes, whatever. So I wonder if Ellie really took that to heart, and when she went back for that second shot at trying to stitch up, save Joel, whatever it is, I wonder if she would have stayed with him until the very, very end, even if she was unable to save him. Just thinking about what Riley said to her. I wonder how long ago that was. Probably less than a year ago. Probably maybe 6 months ago it would have been, or 5. Oh, and then the other thing that I want to touch on that we picked up from this episode is the fact that when they were talking about family, we learned that Riley's parents, she grew up with a family, and then her parents were killed somehow, and unfortunately Riley must have been the one to discover them, or somehow saw their dead bodies, and that stays with her. And then she said, you know, when she was talking about joining the Fireflies, she was talking about how she wanted a sense of belonging, she wanted a family again, and she said that was something that Ellie couldn't relate to because she didn't have a family. And I assumed that she did, and they died or left or something happened there. But the way that Riley said it was like that Ellie literally never had a family. So then it makes me wonder if like her parents, do you remember that episode? Maybe. Do you remember that episode where Ellie came across like that mass grave, and Joel explained to her that not everyone was taken to QZs if there wasn't enough room. Like if you got to go into a QZ, you got to go in, but if there wasn't enough room, they killed you. I wonder if it was a situation like that where like Ellie was a baby, but I don't know. And like her parents were killed when she was a baby. Then she got taken in by Fedra. But I don't know, because in that mass grave, there literally was a baby. I assume the baby's blanket was in there. I think it was. So I assumed that they killed the baby. But it could also be something as simple as Ellie was a baby when her parents were attacked by infected, where parents were killed by, who knows, fireflies in a bombing. Her parents were killed by Fedra. Although if she knew that, I doubt she would want to become a Fedra agent one day. So I'm gonna go with, I'm guessing her parents were killed by infected somehow when she was really, really little, like before she could form memories, when she was a baby maybe, and someone came in and took care of her. I don't know, I'm really curious on that, because my favorite thing about just watching shows like this that are really well done is like getting into the psyche of the characters, and I feel like we have a really great insight into Joel and how he operates in here based on the types of relationships he has, interpersonal relationships, and what happened with his daughter. And then there's kind of still a lot of mystery around Ellie. I feel like learning about how she lost Riley is like a big insight into Ellie, and it definitely is more than what we've had so far, but there's still a lot more to Ellie that I want to learn in order to understand how she thinks up here. I love the tie-in with Riley being the one who gave her that pun book. I never thought about that, like where she got the pun book from. I don't know, I assumed it was, she just picked it up on her own at some point, but I think it's really cool. She loves it so much, probably because it is from Riley. It's a gift. I don't think that there's like a much that I have to say about this episode, because a lot of what we saw was what we already knew or could have assumed was happening, but it was just nice to see it put together, see some clues that pushed along like a narrative to understand more of what Ellie's been through, and also that flashback and what were probably Ellie's thoughts are what brought her back to really try to help Joel, and she was able to stitch him up, and he's gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay. They're gonna make it to Salt Lake City, and hopefully get better stitches when they make it there. I also think that her coming back for him and that the hands holding moment where they held hands, that was like the most emotional moment of the episode for me. Oh, I'm like feeling emotional about it, even thinking back on it right now. I don't know, maybe it is one of the more emotional moments of the entire series so far. I just feel like they haven't given in to mutual affection. And like, I don't know, I just feel like there was a lot of unspoken understanding and care that passed between them in that moment, because they've gotten to the point, it's been really cool, you know, when they laughed together for the first time, when they were, where were they? I can't remember. I think they were in Kansas City, and they were sleeping up high in a building, and she was reading her pun book or saying a pun joke at night, and like he laughed with her for the first time, and I remember that being really exciting, because like, oh, they're laughing together, like you laughed, you're into it, you're letting your guard down, you're letting her in a little. And then you flash forward the 3 months, and they're like jabbing back and forth. They've got more of like a banter relationship between them, where they know each other's sense of humor. They know what they can and can't say. They know the jokes that'll hit, and they are good at like kind of like making fun in a lighthearted way of each other. And they've got like that basic connection when it comes to humor, I think. And like this type of connection was different though. Like her coming back to save him and him holding her hand was just like, it felt more like love and gratefulness, and it felt like more than just like laughing over puns, you know? It just felt like an elevation in their relationship. And I'm sure Joel has always been the one to be the caretaker. He was the caretaker for obviously Sarah, and in the end he wasn't able to save her, and he was in a lot of ways Tommy's caretaker, and now Tommy seems to have finally like forged his own way and doesn't seem to need Joel anymore. And Joel like really he really connects with Bill in this way, where like being a protector over someone, it feels like it's their purpose, and he's, I think, kind of like losing his purpose a little, and he really broke down obviously last episode with Tommy, like I don't think I can do this for her. Like I think he just feels a sense of not being needed, or not being the right fit, because I think he just has a lot of guilt about not being able to help Sarah. I think he feels a little let down that Tommy doesn't need him anymore. He clearly was greatly affected by the moment when Ellie had to save him from that man in Kansas City and shoot the guy, and he just feels like crap. And I think it's just when he's constantly trying to be the one who's like got everything under control, he's the caretaker, he's the protector, for Ellie to come back and be his protector and be his caretaker, I feel is something that he's never truly experienced to that capacity before, which is really sad. Maybe a little bit with Tess, but I feel like they were on an equal playing field. I don't think he's ever suffered like an injury like this where he has to rely on someone else. And I know he's going to feel guilty about the way that she's had to take care of him over this, but I don't care. I think it's needed. I'm hoping in the next episode we do get to see the rest of the flashback play out. I am excited to see if there are like little moments, new little moments between Joel and Ellie that show the elevation of their relationship even more now that they've been through this together. It kind of bothered me how Riley kept on saying to Ellie, you know, there's so much you don't know, there's so much you don't know. Like, I agree, there's a lot that Ellie doesn't know, but there's probably a lot that you don't know. There's probably a lot that everyone doesn't know. Like, everyone is in a state of panic and disarray and doesn't know what the heck is going on, no matter how hard they try to put purpose into being a Fedra agent or being a Firefly. Like, I think everyone's just so scrambled searching for a sense of purpose in a world that does not make sense right now, and it's just going to be messy no matter whose side you choose. I am hoping to be able to formulate more of an opinion on the Fireflies, because right now I do think, you know, they're more promising than Fedra, but at the same time, I just never know who to trust in this show. Like, I don't know. I don't trust anyone 100%, not even Tommy. I don't trust anyone 100% except for Joel and Ellie. And every other outside person, every outside community, every outside system and government and whatever it is, I just don't trust them. Ellie and Joel for president. 2 episodes left. I'm so excited to get into these last 2. I'm gonna be sad. Oh god, I feel like the tears might start flowing in these last 2. We'll see. But I will see you guys next time.